name is Hannah, and I'm here to tell you the story of Ruth and Naomi. Now, have any of you heard this story? If you have, you probably know why I have this bundle of barley here in my arms. Now, if you haven't heard the story, you're in! Welcome to the story of Ruth and Naomi. A long time ago, in the land of Bethlehem, there lived a family, a father named Elimelech and a mother named Naomi, and they had their 2 sons. But one day, a famine hit the land and there was no food for them to eat. So they packed up their bags, everyone, let's pack up our bags. And they left to travel to Moab. So we're gonna travel to Moab, everyone, come on. Then they arrived to Moab, but shortly after they had moved, Elimelech had died, and this made Naomi very sad. Can you be sad like Naomi? Show me your sad face. Yes, very good. However, Naomi was not alone. She had her 2 sons, and they both married women named Orpah and Ruth. However, 10 years later, Naomi's sons also died. Can you clutch your heart? Clutch your heart like it's broken. Ooh, very good, yes. And so Naomi told her 2 daughters, Orpah and Ruth, that they should return back to their families where they used to live. So the women cried together and they gave each other a big hug. Can you give yourself a hug as if you're part of the hug group? Yes. And then they said goodbye to Orpah. Everyone, let's say goodbye to Orpah. Goodbye. Orpah left back to be with her family. But Ruth would not leave Naomi's side. Do you know why? Yes, Ruth loved her mother-in-law so much. She loved and cared for Naomi. She said that wherever Naomi would go, that she would go. And wherever Naomi would stay, Ruth would also stay. And that Naomi's God would be her God. And so Ruth packed up her bags. Let's pack up her bags again. We're moving again. And we are going all the way back to Bethlehem. So they traveled up the hill. And they climbed up mountains. And they walked over, they hopped over hot sand. Now, after Ruth and Naomi had arrived to Bethlehem, Ruth decided that she would work for both her and Naomi for them to have food. It was, after all, the barley harvest. And so Ruth was a strong, hardworking woman. Can you show me your strong, hardworking pose? Yes, very good. And so she went out to the field and picked up barley. Can you help Ruth pick up the barley? Come on, everyone. Now, this may look easy. This barley, after all, is very lightweight. But, if you did this all day long in the hot sun for long hours every day, whew, that was a workout. My back is sore. But come on, I gotta keep going. Your hands may also get very scratchy too. Now you can appreciate what Ruth really did every day. Meanwhile, out in the fields, the landowner of the barley field was named Boaz. He noticed Ruth from far away, and he was very touched by the choices she had made to be in Bethlehem, far away from her hometown. And so he comes to Ruth, and he says that she is welcome to work in his field and none other, that she would be safe here, and if she's thirsty, that she could get a drink of water from the jugs. You mean I don't have to draw the water? Wow, that hard work's already done. I'm ready for a water break. Do you want a water break? Come on, everyone, let's take a break from the field. Very refreshing. All right, and so Ruth asked Boaz, "Why are you showing kindness to me? a foreigner. And Boaz, well, what do you think? Why do you think Boaz showed kindness to Ruth? So you may have a guess. Well, Boaz told her it was because he was moved by the sacrifices that Ruth had made to be with her mother-in-law Naomi. And so Ruth thanked Boaz, was also touched by his kindness, and kept working hard in the fields. All right, finding all of the barley, very good. And Boaz had ordered all of his workers to drop some more barley for Ruth, so that she could have more for herself and Naomi as well. Now, Ruth and Boaz eventually fell in love over time, and they both got married. Now, the story of Ruth would set a stone in place that would be very important for stories to come. For Ruth and Boaz had a son named Obed, and Obed became the father of Jesse, and Jesse the father of King David. Did you know that Ruth was the great-grandmother of King David? Ooh! Well, I hope that you enjoyed this story of Ruth and Boaz. Shalom, everyone!